Dear students, in this video we are going to learn 5 mark questions with answers of Unit 1 Electrostatics in Physics. So first important question in electrostatics units is electric field due to an electric dipole at points on the axial line. So here we have to consider an electric dipole placed on the x-axis. So here we must know what is an electric dipole. So what about an electric dipole means one negative charge and one positive charge separated by a particular distance. And see here the dipole, it is placed on the x-axis. We know it is the x-axis, isn't it? So here the electric dipole, that is minus q plus q separated by a distance, it is placed on the x-axis. Here we are choosing a particular point C. It is at a distance r from the midpoint O of the dipole. Now here this is the dipole, isn't it? So for this dipole, O is the midpoint. So from the midpoint of the dipole, we are taking a particular point C which is at a distance r on the axial line. Now we are going to find the electric field at a point C, that is due to the plus q charge and also due to the minus q charge. So first we are calculating the electric field at C due to the plus q charge. So for that we have to find the distance between plus q and also C. So from the midpoint the distance is r. So from midpoint to plus q the distance is a. So what may be the distance between this plus q and C means from this r we have to subtract this a. So that we will be getting r minus a. So the electric field formula, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by, in the place of distance what we have to substitute, that is from this r we have to subtract a, so that we will be getting this particular distance, that is BC we will be getting. So what about the distance we are taking, r minus a the whole square. So this is the formula for electric field at this particular point C due to the charge plus q. And here we have to mention about the P cap. So what about P cap means, it is the dipole moment and the direction is always from minus q to plus q. So here this is minus q and this is plus q. So what will be the direction from here to here? So this is the direction of the electric dipole moment. Now we are going to find the electric field at the point C due to the minus q. First we are calculating for plus q, isn't it? Now we are calculating it for minus q. So for minus q we have to find the distance between this particular point C and also minus q. So from the midpoint the distance is r. So from the midpoint to minus q the distance is a. So what about the total distance, r plus a? We understood. So now here in the place of q we have to substitute minus q. So because here we are calculating minus q. So what about the formula? Now it becomes minus q by 4 pi epsilon naught r plus a the whole square. Because this minus q, it is at a distance r plus a. Now we are going to find the total electric field, that is this is the electric field due to plus q, that is q by 4 pi epsilon naught r minus a the whole square. Then the electric field due to minus q, that is minus q by 4 pi epsilon naught r plus a the whole square into P cap, it is denoting the direction. Now we have to find the total electric field. Total electric field means you have to add both the electric field. So the addition, it is given by the word here superposition. Superposition means just we have to say about it is the addition of two electric field. So E total means what? E plus plus E minus. So just we are substituting the value, that is q by 4 pi epsilon naught r minus a the whole square into P cap minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r plus a the whole square into P cap. Now here just we are adding, so plus into minus it will be minus, isn't it? So here we will be getting one minus. Now in both the equation, the numerator we are having q. In the denominator here we are having 4 pi epsilon naught. Here also we are having 4 pi epsilon naught. So here we can take q by 4 pi epsilon naught as a common. So what is remaining here? 1, isn't it? So 1 by r minus a the whole square. Then again minus 1 by r plus a the whole square. Now here in the denominator, here we are having r minus a into r plus a. Mathematical formula, that is r minus a into r plus a is equal to r square minus a square. That we have studied. A minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Here we are having a square, no, that we are taking the square. Now in the numerator we are getting 4RA. How we are getting this 4RA, that we will be seeing it in the next slide. So see here the same formula here we have written. Now how we are getting this 4RA, that we must know. So for that we have to remember of the formula, that is r minus a the whole square. We have studied in 10th standard, that is r square minus 2ar plus a square. R plus a the whole square means r square plus 2ar the whole square. Minus means here we are having one minus sign. Plus means here we are having one plus sign. Now in the place of r minus a the whole square, you have to substitute this formula, and in the place of r plus a the whole square, we have to substitute this formula in this equation. So see here we have to take this as the LCM, that is r minus a the whole square into r plus a the whole square. So here we are having r minus a the whole square only, no. So in the numerator we have to multiply it by r plus a the whole square. Then again here r plus a the whole square. So here we have to write r minus a the whole square. Now what about the formula here? R plus a the whole square means r square plus 2ar plus a square. Then minus, here r minus means what? R square minus 2ar plus a square. Then in denominator we are having r square minus a square the whole square. Now here we have to multiply this minus inside. So that what will you get? Minus r square, minus into minus plus, isn't it? Plus 2ar, then again minus into plus, it is minus. So we are getting here minus r square plus 2ar minus a square. Now we can cancel this plus r square minus r square plus a square minus a square. So here we are having 2ar plus 2ar. So we will be getting what? 4ar. So that is only given in the numerator, that is 4ar. Here we are getting this in this equation, no? That is 4ar. Now here we have to assume one condition, that is if r is very greater than a. If you are comparing two values, one is very larger means the next one can be neglected. So here since r is very greater than a square can be neglected. So if you are neglecting this a square, here what will be remaining? R square the whole square, isn't it? So that what will you get? R power 4. So in numerator we are having one r, no? So we can cancel this. So we will be getting 4a by r cube. Now in numerator what we are having? Q into 4a. Q into 4a. Then denominator 4 pi epsilon naught into r cube. This 4a can be written as 2a into 2. 2a into 2. And we know that this q into 2a means dipole moment, that is p. So in the place of q into 2a we can substitute p. So q into 2a means p. Then again we are having one 2, isn't it? So 2p by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube into p cap. Now p into p cap we can write it as p vector, that is a vector with direction. So here this cap is denoting the direction. Vector means both magnitude and also direction. So p into p cap, that is p vector. And finally it is in the direction of dipole moment. Now see here the same equation here we are having 4aq. It can be written as 2 into 2aq, isn't it? That is 2aq into p cap. Now here we can write it as p cap can be written it as p vector. So here since r is very greater than a, if the point C is chosen on the left side, the total electric field will be in the direction of dipole moment. So this is the final expression for E total, that is the electric field at a particular point C due to an electric dipole. So very important question, you must learn this. Yes, thank you very much. Please subscribe this channel.